Hi guys, Rahul this side on behalf of Revsportz and welcome to another special conversation. I'm Rahul and I'm joined by Sjoerd Marijne, the head coach of Indian women's hockey team. We all know this is an important year for Indian women's hockey team because they'll be playing at the World Cup in August, followed by the Asian Games as well. And of course, in the Asian Games, they will be looking for the Olympic qualification that they have missed in the Paris. First of all, coach, you are looking great in that Barcelona jersey. Hopefully, you are giving the vibes of Ronald Koeman, who is guiding the Netherlands team in the World Cup. But coach, first of all, what are the positive from the Nations Cup and also from that Australia tour as well? Because when you left the team in 2021, the team was really in great shape, and after that, it was really some heartbreaking years for Indian women's hockey team. So finally, do you think after these two outing, the team is looking close to those years?
Yeah, these are a few questions, of course. First of all, how did we do Australian Tour and the Nation Cup? I'm happy with the progress we are making. I think that is something what went really well. Every match, the girls learned a lot and improved. That is one of the main thing what we want. And the focus on ourselves. Yeah, it doesn't matter against who we play. It's all about ourselves. And I must say that worked really well with the team. I think it works because you don't make your opponent bigger. Yeah, it's just about what you need to do really well to perform in the matches. Now, and if you see one of the things we are looking for, we try to create is more consistency in the team about our level. And in the pool matches, it went a little bit up and down. We created a lot of opportunities, but we didn't score enough to make it ourselves easier. And as eventually in the semis and the final, we did that really well. Very controlled games where we didn't get a lot against us. So that is something the stability was searching for, and I'm really happy with that progress.
Absolutely, especially the wins against Australia in that tour and also the win against New Zealand in the final, obviously a statement win for the team. But coach, any kind of inside knowledge that you are sharing with the girls in your team?
No, a lot of players have been many times in the Netherlands because of tournaments, so I don't have to share these things. Yeah, one of the things I told them, it's a very big tournament, and they will, the crowd will be, the stadium will be full normally. We're always playing before the men's matches from the Netherlands, so yeah, if people come earlier, there will be full crowded stadiums, so that's very nice. But everything is, of course, about the performance. And for us, it's all about the first match, playing against China. And we work match by match. China, South Africa, England.
Absolutely, coach. Tougher opponents, China, England, they're higher ranked opponents. So now it's 50 days to go. So how are you looking to utilize the upcoming week, to prepare your team for this World Cup?
Yeah, it's not that we're only now preparing for the World Cup. I mean, like we have started in January. And every camp, you're not training for the next tournament, but in general to improve your team. And then the tournaments are moments where you know where will you stand against the top countries. Like now, we know we are the best from number 9 till higher. We have proven that now. And now it's about challenging the other positions. Everything is lower or higher ranked than us. And that is the main thing I'm looking forward to. Where are we? How can we play? How good are we against those teams? We have a lot of confidence, of course. That is something we have to now challenge ourselves in the World Cup. So we have now 4 weeks camp. Then we go to Germany, and then in Netherlands some practice matches. So all these matches will help us to be ready for the World Cup.
Absolutely valuable exposure for the girls before the tournament. But coach, for the men's team in hockey, the conversation is still, around whether they will take single team or, two different team for the, World Cup and the Asian Games because in the Asian Games, obviously they'll be looking for the Olympic qualification. But what about the women's team? What your plan? And also, the Asian Games within just 2 or 3 weeks within, the World Cup ends. So what's your plan regarding that? How are you preparing your girls mentally and physically for 2 back-to-back crucial tournaments?
Yeah, but I don't see any. Excuse me. I don't see any issues in this. The World Cup will be finished latest if you play the final, the 30th of August. And then we have a few weeks to prepare, recover. We're talking about athletes who always are in training. We have 3 weeks to recover. Then the tournament starts. The Asian Games is very long. So yeah, I don't see how the World Cup can affect us for the Asian Games. And bringing two teams, we don't have that depth.
That's great. That's great. Coach, tell us about the role of the senior players in this team, because this time in this team, if you see, there's mixture of senior experienced player and young players as well. So, what kind of role the senior players are actually playing, and also how necessary for them to play before such crucial tournament.
Now it's really clear the senior players they need to lead by example in everything they're doing, and on the other hand they have to guide the young players. So they're making the young players better, but also must make sure that they themselves become better, because otherwise, yeah, the younger player takes their position over. So that is a very difficult process sometimes for them, but I must say they're doing that really well. They sometimes watch individual clips with a younger player, and even without I'm asking this is something they just do that from themselves and take that initiative. So I'm really happy with this. But at the end, it's all about also their own performance. Like if your senior players play well, the chance that the rest of the team plays well is really big. If you do it the other way around, that your juniors play well and your seniors not, then it's very difficult to get your level. And what we are searching for is more stability in the team and stability in performances. So it cannot be that one day we win from New Zealand and the other day we're losing. No, it has to be a process that we are more going to win these matches back to back and these kind of things. And the seniors play a really important role in this. And that's always how I see the team structure. Seniors have to guide those younger players, but also experienced players. You have more or less three groups in the team: the younger, the experienced players, and the senior players, and all have their role inside the team. And the younger players must be very disciplined. Yeah, it's not they have to. They can discuss with the senior players. They can ask questions. Yeah, we really are busy with creating a safe environment that everybody can be themselves and can have space to develop on a very positive way. And this is something what also is in this process about seniors, experienced players, and the juniors. Everybody has a role responsibility.
That's great, Coach. I would also like to ask you about the role of two other coach in your team. Obviously, Team White, who is working with the younger batch of players with the youth team, and also another is drug flick specialist, Takumo. Can you elaborate the role that they are playing with the Indian women's hockey team right now?
I think it's more important to talk about Matthias Villa. He's my assistant. Tim White not. Tim White is under 21 coach, and Takuma is specialist coach track flick, but he does much more. He's busy with the PC defensive. He's guiding the defenders. He was a defender for the Netherlands. So he's a very important part of the staff. I can't do it all by myself, and I don't. I want to bring in knowledge in the team and people who think different than I do, so we can discuss and then at the end come with the best strategy for the team. And Matthias Villa is also very important in this. He has a different background from Argentina. He played more than 300 caps, is a very experienced midfielder. So he's also guiding the midfielders besides the defensive part from the whole team and the defensive structure. So also in the staff, everybody has his role. And on this way, we really can work with small groups. So girls feel confident. They can ask questions instead of a big group. And on that way, we see that the knowledge from the coaches gets earlier and easier at the girls. And they feel comfortable with this. So that is a very important for us. Those the technical side from the team.
That's good. I mean, regarding Team White, I actually wanted to ask you, as working with the youth team, and both of you are working closely. Basically, team is preparing the pipeline for the senior team, and also keeping in mind about the upcoming tournaments. Like obviously, you have already qualified for the Pro League next year, and then obviously Olympic, and hopefully the women's team will make it this time. So how important the job the team is also playing, and both of you are closely associated. So tell us a bit about that.
No, of course it's very important. Like Tim knows exactly what goes on in the
Yep.
team with the senior team, and it's important because he needs to know what I expect from defenders, midfielders, strikers. So when they're coming in the team, their things are not strange for them. It's like they already have experienced it, but only on a lower level with the under 21s. And on that way, the transfer from juniors to seniors will be easier. Um, yeah, that is more or less the main thing what we are sharing. We see some training sessions. Sometimes I'm inviting Tim to be on my training session, so he sees exactly what we are doing with the seniors. And I think then the distance becomes smaller between the senior and the junior girls because they are the future, of course. And but we also have to say we already have a lot of juniors in the team, which coming from the under 21. So that process goes really well. Like Sakshi, Topo has still the age. Ishika has still the age. Twangi, I think 20. So yeah, just from my head, a few players.
That's great. That's great, coach. And my final question, obviously, suppose both of us sit after the Hockey World Cup. What do you think need to happen realistically after which you can say that it's really a successful tournament for the Indian women's hockey team before the Asian Games?
Mm. Yeah, that's a good question. Like for me, it's about the performance. Yeah, and when I'm happy is that we have shown consistency in our performance on the pitch. And if we do that well, then we have the biggest chance to win matches. And that is the last part. If you see the match against New Zealand,
Yep.
we were defensively better than attacking. We create a few things, and in international matches, if you see now the Pro League, everybody besides the Netherlands is winning from everyone. And one thing comes out of that: if you have opportunities, you have to make them, and that will be crucial in the World Cup. And that is something I'm really looking forward to. But yeah, against lower ranked teams, you get more opportunities. And yeah, if you don't make them, still you have chances. But against the higher, like England, like China, you really have to, from the 3 or 4 opportunities, you have to make at least 1 or 2 goals. Otherwise, you won't win these matches. And the stability in the defense, the discipline. And that is what I was really happy with the final. You also need to learn to win finals. And that's what we did really well against New Zealand. We were controlling the game, even though we were not always on the ball.
Absolutely, coach, and we all have high hopes with you and the Indian women's hockey team. Best of luck for the Hockey World Cup and the Asian game as well. And I'll be there in Netherlands and Belgium, to cover the Indian women's hockey team
Nice.
at the World Cup from Revsportz side. Thanks for joining us and giving us some valuable time. And really enjoyed talking to you in this conversation. And thank you once again, and to all of our viewers. And stay tuned to Revsportz for more such content. Thank you once again, coach.
For India's best multi-sports coverage, your platform is one, and that's Revsportz. So like, share, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. I think by now you know that we will be everywhere in different parts of the world and bring you on-ground reportage. As I said, your best multi-sports coverage on Revsportz, your favorite destination.